Hi, at the Songbird Coffee Shop and Tea House in downtown Phoenix. I'm Richard Rellis here with Bob Robb. You predicted in January when the session opened that it could be a worse budget battle because we had money to spend, oddly enough. Kind of ended up that way. What did you think of the budget that the legislature passed this week?
It was a painful birth. And there was enough money to do something big, and I think the governor and the legislature did the wrong big thing in filling up the rainy day fund to $1 billion. That said, there was still, even after setting aside that and setting aside some prepayment of debt, a lot of spending in this budget. Nearly $1 billion in
Which
new
was
spending.
That was the projected
surplus
that they started with.
Yeah. And it's nearly a 10% increase. And they spent it everywhere. Particularly replenished is K-12 education. There's going to be hundreds of millions of dollars in additional new funds above inflation and adjusted for student growth for K-12 education, although they didn't do the big idea that I wanted, which was to completely restore additional assistance.
Was it enough that, there were Red for Ed teachers in the gallery, Democrats speaking against this. Is it fair to call this still a budget that wasn't beneficial to K-12 education?
Oh, absolutely not. And the criticism doesn't match the reality of the budget. There is a big stride towards increased K-12 education in the budget and lots of other stuff as well. This is not a conservative budget, and the tax cuts in it aren't really tax cuts. It's simply avoiding what otherwise would be tax increases by stealth. And they spent it all and spent most of it on K-12 education. So it's really, except for the fact that more could have been done, it's a budget that largely matches the priorities of Democrats and education advocates and does a lot more than they are giving the legislature and the governor credit for.